ओके, व्हेरी गुड. वाट कोणी उत्तर दिलं आता? Very good. So this is what we have additional one of the feature of smart grid, that is the application, especially the mobile application. So metering, initially we were having the large extents of metering that we were using. That were the earlier meters what we were having the induction type meters. Okay. Then to extend that manual metering we were having, and some were automated meters we were using. In especially these meters were provided for the large industries. Then we move to the smart meters with automated meter reading and real time display. The application is there for retail consumer as on. The meter reading you can provide with the help of app to the supplying authority, and you will get the electricity bill. But we are having the evolutionary stage that reading is directly available with smart communication to the utility. You may have the supplying authority, MSCDCL, what we can say, and that real time reading is available. So there is no question of taking the meter reading and all this, and sending the reading also. Then you may use advanced meters with real time, that we are having changes with rates, and you may have a remote application for this facility, or you may have offline facility. So with this, as on today, we are having the smart meter which we can know. Now by sitting in the control room, I can just put the consumer number, or I can immediately see the chart, and I will see immediately the real time consumption of the power of the particular consumer at my particular level. So that is what we are having the advancement, the metering. Then smart grid transmission. So in transmission we have manual operations of the transmission of line, switches and substations. Now these are, we are having the automation in substation, automation in the substation, and in automatic devices or automation devices in the transmission also. Full automation of HV substation, even unattended substations we are having at present today. No man is there, everything is automated. Then you are having the distribution network, smart grid. We have manual operations of distribution earlier of circuit breakers and all this. Now we are having the partial automation in first stage for LV and HV network, but now we are having fully automated, remotely operated. By sitting in the control room, you can either switch off or you can switch on the transformer by remote operations from remote control. Remote control using the IoT techniques or information communication technology from control room. That is what the smart grid. Integration, we are having the all integration of the devices. Basic communication device, in earlier case we were having the PLCC, that is power line carrier communication only, that what we can have the telephonic communications, and we were used to operate accordingly. Now we are having the online monitoring of power flow. We know the status of transmission line, we know the status of distribution line, we know the load on particular transformer, we know the load on particular generator, we know the particular generation status, we know the operational status of the generator, transformer, and all this. So प्रत्येकाचं status तुम्हाला माहित असल्यामुळे you can have the online monitoring, and we have integrated all this data along with information communication system. That is the what we have, the smart control, ability to control load dispatch and use it remotely in a real time. So that is what we have, metering, transmission grid, distribution network, and integration of IoT components in the smart grid. Okay. Then layout and components of smart grid. What are the components of smart grid? So smart grid, we are having some components. Grid domain. So it includes bulk energy generation, transmission and distribution. Grid means. So in generation system it has transformed into mixed generation system where we are having renewable energy sources and non-renewable energy sources. So we can have the power sector operator has to coordinate in between different generating plants and has to ensure the stable and secure operation of grid system. So wide area management, BAM, त्याला आपण म्हणतो wide area management system, that is enabled by communication technologies. आता you are having wide का म्हटलं त्याला we are having n number of generators located at different places in the country. So they are widely separated. So that is wide area measurement or management what we have enabled by the communication technologies need to be used to control operation of the generating stations. Okay. So even from any place you can control the operation of any particular generator from that particular place. Okay. So communication infrastructure, it is needed for this particular to be placed in between the generating facilities and system operator. Electricity market, it is also associated with the generation, and we can have the day ahead generation, we may have month ahead generation, we may have week even hour ahead generation also. And as on today we can meet the spot demand for 15 minutes ahead also. So that is possible with the help of IoT communication smart grid application. Okay. So this is what the communication network, as far as you can see this diagram. So communication network, what we have. So communication network, grid domain, smart metering, customer domain and service provider domain. So service provider are market operators. These are the service provider applications. Then grid, that is bulk, distributed generation, transmission, that is energy sources. Smart grid, that is metering. You are having smart metering. Customer domain, that is smart application, electric vehicles. Then you are having the premises of network, and that is what all these. It is communication network. So energy, smart meter with customer domain and metering. So that total two-way communication in between. So the transmission system interconnects all major substations, all load centers, is the backbone of integrated system. Transmission system must tolerate dynamic changes in the load. That is very important, and contingency without service disruptions. That is important. So contingency, that is what contingency management is very important, and that is to be understood, and that is only possible by the smart grid devices incorporated in the system. Efficiency and reliability of the system, it is affordable with affordable cost, continues to ultimate the aims of transmission planners and operators. Like this, efficiency increment, loss reduction, reliability improvement and all. So communication interface exists between the transmission network and bulk transmission or generating units. So you have system operator, power market, distribution network. Now the transmission network needs to be monitored in real time, that is what, and protected against any potential disturbance or any type of abnormalities. Power flow and voltage on lines need to be controlled and to be maintained in stable and secure operation of the system. That is also possible with the smart grid application. An important task of system operator is to ensure the operational utilization of transmission network by minimizing the losses and voltage deviations and maximizing the reliability of supply. That is what expected. The distribution system is in final stage of the transmission of power it particularly associated with the end users. So primary feeders at this particular voltage level of supply, small industrial consumers, secondary distribution feeders supply to residential and commercial consumers. That is also what we have, the communication in between with the help of smart grid. At distribution level, intelligent support system or intelligent support scheme will be monitoring the capabilities for the automation of the meters, communication links between the consumer and utility control, energy management components, AMI, automatic reading, interface, smart distribution system. कधीतरी जॉईन व्हायला नाही पाहिजे. Then increasing the distributed energy resources will also important feature of the distribution system. So distribution system operators typically control the distribution system remotely. We are having the retail distribution, we are having the bulk distribution. As on today, we are having the control over bulk distribution, but not with the retail distribution. Communication interface is also you can provide for exchange of information between the substations and central distribution management system. There should be a place in it. It is an important job of distribution operator to control the distributed energy sources in coordinated way to ensure the stability and power quality of the distribution system. So information exchange between the distribution system, what I told you just earlier, the operator and consumers, that is a better coordination for better operation with the smart applications. The distribution system is now a new feature of the smart grid distribution. So there are a wide range of applications of smart grid in distribution. Okay. So this is what particularly what we say, that is the first grid domain. Then next domain is that is consumer or customer domain. So consumer or customer domain can be classified into three main categories: residential, commercial, industrial. We are having this type of consumers. In smart grid, the consumers, as on today, we are having commercial and industrial applications incorporated in the smart grid application. So they are playing very vital role, important role through demand purpose. So you can have peak load saving, valley filling as far as energy or demand side management is concerned. The demand side management we can easily do with the consumer domain, that available information with the operator. So building home automation system, you can monitor and control the power consumption in your house. You may have proper communication infrastructure will be required that between consumer to interact with the operator. So distribution system it is also associated with market. That is what. Then service provider or service provider domain. What we can have, third party service providers are used where system vendors, operators, web companies, etc. The third party work, real time information exchange, that is also possible. That can be established in order to implement the power trading, scheduling in electricity market. So scheduling, I told you, day ahead, you may have day ahead, week ahead, hour ahead, 15 minutes ahead, that can be possible. The operators need to interact with various service providers for ensuring the power. Then communication network domain, it is associated with two-way communication, components associated with bulk communication, bulk generating facilities between transmission, distribution, system, substation automation, distribution automation, nantar distribution management system, consumers, markets. So all this, we can have the different networks, Wi-Fi, we may have Zigbee, you may have internet, you may have a separate dedicated communication network. All these sources can be used. Then smart metering, what we have already discussed, using SCADA, automatic meter reading systems, ICT, information communication technology, recording, controlling, mobile apps, smart meters we can have. That home area network consists of smart applications. So these these are the various domains as far as the smart grid applications is